My name is Kat, and up until recently, I thought I was the biggest Vancouver Grizzlies fan alive. Well, biggest in terms of my love for the team. Some would say I'm vertically challenged. For those of you who don't know or can't remember, the Vancouver Grizzlies were our city's first and only NBA team from 1995 to 2001. They were also the worst team in the history of the NBA. But I didn't care, because they were my team, and I loved them with all my heart. Last year, I made a documentary about my favorite Grizzly, Big Country Bryant Reeves, and I was blown away by the number of dormant Grizzlies superfans that came out to see the film. I realized I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only fan on the planet still devastated by the Vancouver Grizzlies moving to Memphis, Tennessee 18 years ago. In fact, I met with a few of them to reminisce about our dearly departed Grizzlies.
Hi. Nice to see you. Come on in. Okay.
You got that one?
Yeah. My name is Christina, and I thought that I was the only one that cared about the Grizzlies this much.
My name is Tony Knorr, huge Vancouver Grizzlies fan from the time that we had them till the time that they left to this day.
My name is Michelle, and I was a huge fan of the Vancouver Grizzlies. And it did kind of surprise me that after so many years, there's still others out there who still remembers and still cares.
My name is Dan Bennett, aka Transit 22. The Grizzlies were my first and only love, especially when you think about that I've never loved a team the way that I love the Grizzlies and will continue to love the Grizzlies.
I did not care that the Grizzlies were bad, and I always had hope that they would win, and you know what, sometimes they did. People forget that.
So funny how you have this, but also so awesome. I'm not judging. I had the same wallet.
Did you?
Yeah, I still have it too.
But did you use it?
I did. Sometimes I try. Do you still use this?
I'm not allowed to anymore. Yeah, over the years, I mean, I did my major collecting when obviously I was really young and the Grizzlies were here. But over the years, you know, I've continued to acquire more stuff here and there.
I didn't know the extent of how much she had until I was at where she was living at the time, and she showed me the boxes that she has, and I was in shock and amazed and worried and concerned as well. So, you know, I support it. I think it's a healthy obsession. It kind of, right? I don't know. I mean, it could be worse.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good. He loves it.
Oh man, I got a little bit of Grizzlies merch. This is my Vancouver Grizzlies hat. I wear this one regularly. I got my old Grizzlies keychain, my good luck keychain that I rocked on my keychain till the point that it got so worn out that I couldn't keep it on there anymore, basically. I got my Grizzlies jacket, which is like my prized possession. This thing gets me more compliments than pretty much anything I've ever owned in my life. They're reversible. Yeah, they're reversible. A little big on you, Kat.
Yeah.
This is actually probably one of the most rare Grizzlies collector items that is in existence, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people probably have a plush Super Grizz.
No.
I don't even like letting my daughters play with it. 'Cause it's
When they're older, right?
when they're older and they'll make sure they take good care of it, they can play with it.
I actually haven't seen these photos, like maybe since they were taken, some of them.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that form.
Yeah, it's pretty
Perfect.
good shooting form.
Perfect
And that's
form.
a Grizzlies ball right there, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Look at these Grizzlies pajamas. Look at that. I didn't even remember having those. And then this is meeting Blue Edwards.
So good. We should have been friends as kids. I think we would have gotten along. All right, baby Dickerson. You and your dad. Your dad's also in Grizzlies gear here.
Oh, he's got
Right?
the
He goes,
I love this team. Or I love this team.
Or this team.
It's I love this team. Because they were trying to
get people.
to convince people, yeah, if you just wear it on a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I was never really a hockey fan. So basketball was my favorite sport since I was like, could walk.
Yeah.
So for me, when Vancouver had a team, it was like okay, this is the identity, this is the pride, this is, you know, so I never really clung to the, you know, Canucks. So it was a huge deal to have the team. It was like, hey, I gotta wear it on every outfit and my pajamas, and I gotta know all the names of all the bench players and all their hot colleges, and you know. So yeah, I took it seriously. I had a lot of pride in it.
Ah! Oh, watch out! I'm sorry. Oh my God. I am so sorry.
I moved to Vancouver from Shanghai in 1999, and adjusting to Canada was definitely tough. I missed my friends and my family terribly. I cried every single day for at least 6 months. The one thing that that kind of helped me stay afloat and adjust, you know, was the Vancouver Grizzlies. And, you know, coming here and being able to watch the Grizzlies on TV every other day, it was my favorite thing to do. I remember, I mean, being, you know, your typical high schooler, my friends would always ask me like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I would be like, sorry, you guys, I can't. Like, oh, like, what are you busy with? Oh, the Grizzlies are playing tonight. So, I prioritized the Grizzlies over hanging out with my friends. I honestly think I watched every single game.
Oh my gosh.
You're wearing a jersey.
I'm wearing my Sharif jersey.
You're wearing your Sharif jersey.
This is grade 12.
I like that.
Okay, so this is gonna be super embarrassing. When they moved to Memphis,
Yeah.
I might have written a thank you letter to my favorite player.
And who's your favorite player?
I'll let you guess.
Yeah, it's Sharif, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And I wrote a 3-page letter on a pink sheet to Sharif, and I never mailed it out.
Yeah.
Probably because I didn't know where to mail it.
Yeah.
But you know, if you ever see Sharif, maybe you can. Yeah.
Or maybe you can hand it to him. And
No, I would die.
Would you really?
I would actually.
Oh, Sharif.
Yeah.
What would you do if you met Sharif?
I would just probably cry for like the rest of my life. So my bedroom was just covered in newspaper articles and posters and pictures of the Grizzlies. Like anything to do with the Grizzlies, I had it in my room. Like memorabilia everywhere, posters. It was just Grizzlies everywhere. This book is probably my most prized possession of everything, everything I own.
Like not even just Grizzly stuff.
No,
I'm talking about,
other than maybe my engagement ring and my dog.
it'd be this binder.
Yeah.
This is a binder I put together for Christina, and it kind of documented a lot of the things the Grizzlies were going through. You know, just looking at some of these names, there's names that Christina always talked about, these players. Damon Jones, come on, man, he was the best. He was your favorite. And where's Mahmoud? He's in here somewhere too.
And then remember, before the game would start, we would always go down closer to the tunnel thing.
Yeah, where
And I'd
they
stick out my
enter the
hand, and
court,
they'd all
High fives?
give me the high fives. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, never washed your hands for weeks.
No.
Did you actually touch someone's hand?
Yeah, man, I touched all their hands.
If you grow up on the island, anywhere you want to go, pretty much you have to take the ferry first. So that was the kickoff of the trip. I remember being a kid and leaving school early to take the ferry to go see the Portland Trailblazers play the Vancouver Grizzlies. Just being I think I was, 9 years old, just being so excited on the ferry, I'm gonna get to go see Sharif Abdur-Rahim. It's crazy because I don't remember many trips. You don't, you lose memory as you get older, but yeah, I still remember that trip. And yeah, that was a cool game. They lost, but it was fun. It's the only Grizzlies game I've ever been to, so yeah, definitely one of the most memorable moments of my life. So my first tattoo that I ever got is it's a Grizzlies bear right here, and it says "Stay Loyal" on it, and it's just kind of about, you know, cheering for who you cheer for, despite if they're a winning team. So for me, it was like with the Grizzlies, it was like it didn't matter about the record, or it didn't matter about people saying that the jerseys were ugly. I still wanted to wear it with pride, and I still wanted to cheer.
Yeah! Baby to Dickerson!
I came to love the Grizzlies because my big cousin was a big Vancouver Grizzlies fan, and I wanted to be just like him, so we were going to cheer for the Grizzlies together. And you know, we'd watch the game, and then my older cousin and I would go out, and we'd be out there for hours trying to recreate their shots and trying to recreate that alley-oop. And yeah, like I'll never forget that. Like that's to this day, it's like my favorite childhood memories. I would say the Grizzlies were a big part of shaping who I am, simply because they helped develop my bond with my cousin in basketball, which to this day are hugely a part of who I am and what I do. And now I get to work with at-risk youth through basketball, and it's like the coolest thing in the world. And I know that the Vancouver Grizzlies are a big part of that. The best parts of life to me are in relationship and within, you know, the connections you make with other people, other fans, and the Grizzlies were it. Like that was how we all kind of connected. And I'm actually getting a little bit emotional right now because, yeah, we had that taken away.
Yeah, that was it for the Grizzlies. And I really don't think I have not been the same since the Grizzlies left.
Yeah, I honestly can't believe I'm in tears 20 years later. Like, I guess some things you just never truly heal from.
Why did you bring this into our lives to just, you know, take it away? It's a hole in my life where I don't know if I'm upset as much as I'm like, man, imagine if we could still, you know, cheer for this team, how much fun it would be. I mean, like, Grizzlies were always like a major part of my life, and as I became older and started collecting and rebuying some of the stuff and just watching old clips and reminiscing and stuff, I was like, I just wanted to document it through a song. There was no song about it. I mean, there isn't a lot of history about it, so it just seemed like the right thing to do.
Do we want them to bring the Grizzlies back to Vancouver or what? Bring back the Grizz, right? Make some noise. My baby left me. She went to Memphis. My baby left me. My baby left me. My baby left me. My baby left me. In 1995, I was 6 years alive. When my dad told me the news, I got a sparkle in my eye. I remember it. Yeah, it wasn't just any day when I found out Vancouver joined the NBA. It was a big deal for Canada. With thumbtacks and tape, I put the banner up. I dreamt of the jump shot, while they dreamt of the gumdrop. Slamble on the trampoline, others did bomb drops. I loved watching the Grizzlies do the thing. It was a new regime when we got up to Raheem. But then the season got locked out in 98. When it came back, big country gained a lot of weight. never won. Every season was tragic. In 99, man, we got the second draft pick. So maybe things are looking up. After all, we could be more than the laughing stock of basketball. Am I wrong? I said in wonder. Where could my baby left me? She went to Memphis. Am I wrong? I said in wonder. My baby left me. People ask me, do you cheer for Memphis? That's a cheering when dudes French kiss your exes. That's a cheering for Lex Luthor and Dan Blutis after the Stanley Cup giving a band named the Vancouver. I'd love to sit with David Stern and maybe have a word. But how we let the team leave? How did he have the nerve to move the team premature and give Sharif the word to load the plane next to Dickerson and Tony Messenberg? And to be super honest, they even moved the Supersonics. So being a fan of Western Canada's super awkward. I mean, we still have Steve Nash. All I really want is for them to bring my team back. And nowadays, the dollar is stronger, so if we get him back, we move some stars on the roster. Mr. David Stern, bad move, sir. Signed sincerely, the fans of Vancouver.